Many people think running is the fastest way to burn fat, but what if I told you that running might actually be holding you back and walking could get you a better result with less effort? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly how I went from 20% to 6% body fat without running at all. I'm Steven, a nutritionist from HKU and a current physio student. In this video, I will show you why walking is the missing piece in your weight loss journey and how it can help you lose weight and stay lean for your whole life. Let's start with the foundation of fat loss. This is one of the most overlooked concepts when people talk about losing weight. To lose fat, you need to create a calorie deficit. It means burning more calories than you eat. But how to burn more calories? Every movement of your body requires energy, whether it's walking, running, or lifting weight. All of them adds to your daily calorie burned. The more physically active you are, the more calories you burn. So you may be thinking, why are you saying walking is better than running when running burns more calories in less time? Yes, it's true that running burns more calories in less time than walking, but here's the thing. A calorie deficit only works if you keep your food intake the same. If you move more but also eat more, you cancel out the extra activity and sometimes even gain weight. This is one of the biggest reasons why people struggle to lose weight when they start running. I used to be the same. I went for a hard run, then I felt hungry and ordered a burger in McDonald's, and then wondered why I couldn't see any result. But walking doesn't spike my hunger like running does. I wouldn't look for a snack or a burger after a long walk. This makes me easier to stick to a calorie deficit without battling constant cravings. So you may be thinking, if I can resist the snacks and keep my food intake the same, running must be the better option then. In theory, yes, but stick with me because the next part will show you why walking might still be the better option. Even running burns more calories than walking does. But let's take a look at how much calories you can burn from walking and running. If you walk at 3 miles per hour for 30 minutes, which is a comfortable pace for me, you will burn around 150 calories. If you run at 6 miles per hour for 30 minutes, you will burn 300 calories. So yes, running burns double the calories in the same amount of time, but we are humans, not machines. Running makes you tired much faster. People often overestimate how long they can run and underestimate how much running will drain their energy. Let me give you an example. Jack wants to burn extra 600 calories every day. He needs to run for an hour to hit the target, but after running he feels so tired and he doesn't move for the rest of the day. No extra steps, no evening walks, just sit on the sofa. Don't laugh on Jack. Running at 6 miles per hour for an hour isn't easy. If you're not on a treadmill, chances are you will slow down without even realizing it, which means you are burning fewer calories than you expected. Not to mention, you might feel hungry after such a long one and eat more than you normally would. Now, let's look at another example. Peter, he also has a goal of burning 600 calories a day, but he decided to walk on a comfortable pace. It takes him around 2 hours to burn those same 600 calories, but because walking is less fatiguing, he still has the energy for other activities throughout the day. The result, Peter ended up burning more total calories by staying active longer and without feeling exhausted. The concept of fatigue management is even more important to you if you are a lifter and want to maintain muscle mass when cutting. Think about it. You go for a hard run today and tomorrow is leg day at the gym. Your legs might still feel sore and you won't be able to lift as heavy or train as hard as you can before. And it's not just your legs, it can tire your arms, backs, and even your nervous system as well, which could slow down your gym progress over time. Even worse, running can be tough for your joints and tendons. Every time our foot hits the ground, our joints and tendons absorb the impact. If you are beginners or carrying extra weight, this repetitive stress may be higher than you can tolerate and leads to injuries. Some of the most common running injuries include Achilles tendon pain, runner knees, shin splints, or plantar fasciitis. I've dealt with these injuries myself. A few years ago, after running 10 km, my Achilles tendon felt tight and sore. It was so bad that I struggled to walk for the next few days. I've also had knee pain after certain runs. It was frustrating. I'm not saying running is bad, but the problem is that some people go from doing nothing to run 3 to 4 times a week. And that's where things goes wrong. Our body needs time to adapt to that kind of stress. So if you want to run, try to slowly progress. Walking, on the other hand, is low impact. It puts far less stress on the joints and tendons. It also won't leave your legs too sore to squat. So you can train hard in the gym without compromising your recovery. Here is one more good news. Walking can even help with recovery by keeping your muscles moving. This is how I managed to get down to 6% body fat for my competition. I didn't run at all, but I still can achieve the best physique I ever had because I successfully implement walking into my routine, and I'm gonna share how I can implement those into my routine. It is the most important part to achieve a lifelong result. Normally, I aim to hit around 6,000 to 10,000 steps a day. I usually walk around 600 steps in 10 minutes, so it takes me around an hour and a half to complete my step goal. But here's the deal, don't try to walk it all at once. For example, when I'm off from school or work, I would get off the bus 1 step early and walk to home. Sometimes I would even walk from my workplace to my home, which takes around 30 minutes and can make around 3,000 steps. Also, I take my dog for a walk every day, which makes me around 3,000 steps. If I still need more steps, I will walk on the treadmill after my workout or just walk around on the streets. The concept is every step counts, and the beauty of walking is that it's so easy to sneak into your routine. You don't need to plan it out, and you won't even notice you are burning extra calories. I know some of you may not tracking your steps yet. You can easily install a step counting app on your phone. If you are using iPhone, just open your health app and check how many steps you've been taking. It's a great way to see where you are now and set realistic goals, because I don't want you to go from 2,000 steps to 10,000 steps in one day after watching my video. Let me tell you how to increase the steps without hurting your body. Try to increase by 1,000 steps each week until you are comfortably hitting 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Of course, if you feel good and want to aim for 12,000 or 15,000 steps, go for it, but make sure you are not pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion. If you feel tired, decrease the steps, because at the end of the day, consistency is what matters most in your fitness journey. If running works for you and you enjoyed it, keep doing it. But for me, walking fits best into my lifestyle and keeps me active without burning out. If you want to stay lean and healthy for life, you need to build habits you can stick to for whole life. And if you are not sure whether you should cut or bulk to maximize muscle growth, check out my video here. I explain how to decide which approach makes the most sense for you to help you get the best result in your fitness journey.